Good morning. It's January 5th, 2024. And I thought maybe we'd come into the shop and do a little overview on how things are going with the MG that we saved from the junkyard potentially. Here we go. So let's see if we get this thing to work a little bit better here, get some light on. So what do we got here is a 1965 MGB, 65,000 original miles. It was in the garage of a home that I went to look at that was for sale. And the gentleman that had owned the vehicle had passed away, and his estate had this car and a 93 Alfa Romero that was in the garage also, and I bought both of them. They've been sitting in the garage for about 20 years. This one I've cleaned up a little bit, not really, just kind of wiped down the seats. The top is over here. That came with it. So it's been sitting here for about a year because I worked on the Alfa Romero first, which we could talk about another time. But I brought it in the garage somewhere around February 2023. Pulled the spark plugs out. Filled the cylinders up with Marvel Mystery Oil. And then I closed the hood, and it sat until a couple of months ago. My son Austin came over and we did the points, plugs, and condenser. Was able to rotate the engine by hand. It was stuck, but it broke loose. Water pump was stuck too, and just put a little pry bar on it over here and pulled it, and it broke loose. Yeah, found the battery. It was stored back here. Believe it or not, I threw a charge on it. These old Interstate batteries are the good ones, not as good as the new ones. Or I should say, much better than the new ones. But that stupid thing took a charge after sitting there for like 12 years. And we cranked it up, and damn if the thing didn't start. Ran like a sewing machine, didn't blow no smoke. So we decided to move on and, start getting her cleaned up. When I pulled it out of the garage, the rear end was frozen in it, so once I got the engine running, filled up the master cylinder, just didn't have any fluid in it, and believe it or not, it started up, it went into gear. I let the clutch out and it broke free. The rear wheels, because when we pulled it out of the garage, we had to put it on dollies. The emergency brake had been on, and the rear end wasn't spinning, but once we got it to spin, we were able to take the brake drums off, get everything all painted up, get the brakes working. Had to put new wheel cylinder little thingy-majiggies in there. I don't even know what they're called, but it's where the hydraulic line that goes in that pushes out the brakes. And got a little spray paint in there, prettied her up. This thing was all rusty. I couldn't believe it. I hit it with some 000 steel wool, and it came right off. Never realized it because I never had a car like this, but these wheels actually just slip on. And then you just throw this thing here on it and hit it with a rubber mallet, and that's it. It doesn't have any lugs. The lugs are actually on the drum here. But so anyway, we got all this thing all moving. Goes in gears, runs, purrs along. So we started moving along, started taking some steel wool to a lot of the chrome. Really surprised it cleaned up really nice. And I got a professional detailer in here to do a little better work on it. And the goal here with this car mainly is just to, just get it running and freeze it in time. I wouldn't necessarily call what I'm doing a restoration. It's more of a stop it from rusting thing. So I took the grill off, brought it down to the powder coater, Mr. Jeff at Precision Powder Coating, he's like wicked crazy fast. I drop things off in the morning, it's done in the afternoon and the next morning. Took the roll bar out, had it powder coated. Here's the bumpers, they were all chrome and super rusty. So we got them sandblasted, powder coated in black. We got the license plate thing, whatever you call these things, that go on the bumpers. This one goes on the front here. I guess I'll go this way. So we'll get that mounted up and I'll take some pictures of it. This used to be on the grill, which was made out of pot metal, so you can't powder coat that. You know, it's available if we want to buy one. It's like $100 and something with the logo. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this thing that used to be on the grill here, and I'm going to mount it there to cover those holes. And I think that's, we're going to call that done. So the bottom little fairing or thing that was down here is over here. That was all rusted up. You can see it's all rusted here, so I went ahead and picked up another one. Bought it online. Came in all dented. Holes are in the wrong places. Kind of not happy about that, but I don't know. We're either going to trim it and modify it, or I'm going to return it. And yeah, I don't know. So got all this cleaned up. Shot some paint in there. Made it look a little nicer. Same thing here. So painted the calipers. Brakes are working now. Car's really nice though. It doesn't have a lot of rust on it. I understand these vehicles are known for being rusty. Oh, took the spoke wheels off. Brought them over to powder coating. Had them done. The rims, excluding this one, are all over at Discount Tire now getting mounted, and we're going to go with a nice American tire rather than the round bicycle looking kind of weird European tire, because, well, I think it'll look cool. And here's the interior in it. The interior is shockingly nice. No cracks in the dashboard. Everything works. License plate had a tag on it for 2001. Here's the old plate that was on it right here. So I think that gives us kind of an indication of, that was right here, of when this car was on the road. Trunk's amazing. Car's very, very, very little rust. Really nice. I think once we get it on the road, I don't know, maybe a year from now or so, we'll take it back apart and paint it. You know, I'm just trying to kind of, like I said, freeze it in time. I took these covers off. These have air filters underneath. There's the two carburetors. I had them powder coated with the dents and dings. You know, I mean, it's a 50-something-year-old car. 1965, yes, 58 years old. This little cover here. I was thinking maybe I'll pull this out. This looks like a little heater core. I'll get that powder coated. And just, you know, kind of stop it from rusting. And just leave it alone. This fender looks nice. The worst rust is right here. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm going to bring it by a body shop. You know, there's no point in really doing anything unless it's a total paint job. So I might just spray some OSPO on it. Try to stop it for now. And then, like I said, in the future, we'll take it back all apart. Maybe get the car painted. But right now, we just want to save it from the junkyard. You know, it deserves to be saved. It's low mileage. Got really nice chrome on it. Nice lines. And it just looks cool. And I'm looking forward to taking it for a drive. This is the top for the roof. It used to be gray. I had that powder coated. You can hear the rain in the background. It's a rainy day here. But anyway, here we go. 1965 MG. Bought it for $600. Gonna bring it back to life. I hope to have it on the road here in the next week or so. And then we'll shoot a couple more pictures of it. I haven't been taking any video. This is my first video. Feel kind of stupid about that. But, you know, got plenty of still photos. And it was fun working with Austin on it. In the video right here, we can see it has two different colors because it was painted once already, which is probably why it has such little rust. I don't know what's going on, why they didn't match the color. It's like the original color was a little nicer. But anyway, here you go. Snapshot in time. I don't know, brings back a little bit of memories. I know my dad talked about a car like this once. You know, we'll get this thing running and make him proud of us. Thank you.